Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. Well, hello ladies and gentlemen and everyone watching, this is Running on Empty Food Review. I am your host, the Report of the Week, and welcome to this newest review, this newest spectacular. We're giving out we're giving a shot, that's what I do want to say. We're giving this new item from KFC a shot. There we go. Now we're in business. I have to just say it outright. I mean, I have to say it as is. Fast food, right? Of course, I've reviewed a lot of it. I've tried a lot of it. There's a lot of it out there. There's always these new creations, these new ideas, these new things, if you want to call them that at times. Sometimes, fast food, it builds up, of course, a reputation. It's like, oh, it's, they call it junk food. It can just be really unhealthy. And sometimes you get this stereotype where it's just like all this fried just stuff stacked up on top of each other. This is probably the most stereotypical fast food item I've ever reviewed. Without exaggeration, ever. Chicken and donuts sandwich. It's like, it sounds like something that you would even make like a joke, like, oh yeah, you just get some fried chicken, extra crispy, and just slap it on top of a couple donuts. But this is the real deal. KFC. We're past the point of chicken and waffles. We're past the point of just bread, right? Forget about bread. That's so 2019, and chicken and waffles is, I guess, so late 2019, early 2020. And then there was a time where at KFC they had like the chicken, where it's like the chicken that were the buns. I don't know if you remember that or not. That was like 10 years ago. But now we're at chicken and donuts. So what this is of course it's the very historic combination of chicken and donuts, right? That goes back into the 1700s, during the especially, I believe, the American Revolution. It's what they used to eat, and just a lot of history behind it. But chicken and donuts, it's you get your donuts, and then you got the chicken in between, and there's your meal. A lot of people have been requesting this though, and I wanted to give it a shot. I wanted to see what it tastes like. You can get this though in some different ways. You can get just your chicken with a side of a donut, right? Or you can get the chicken and donuts sandwich. Now, the chicken and donuts, right, those are just like your pieces of chicken, whereas this, the sandwich, has extra crispy chicken tenders sandwiched between said donuts. These are glazed donuts. These are not jelly donuts. They're not, the strawberry frosted donuts. They're not donuts that aren't donuts. They're supposed to just be your glazed donuts with the chicken in between. It's going to be an interesting one. That's all that I can tell you. You can see kind of the Colonel looking at you right there. There he is. He's kind of been peering out at you the whole time. Delivery or pickup. So I guess you can, I don't know what they're insinuating there. Looks like we do have some mild donut escapage right there. Look at that, you see some donut remnants. I mean, I really hope that's from the donuts on the outside of the box there. There's the Colonel right there. Once again, think of this as a tiny treasure chest filled with chicken treasures. All right, yeah, why not? All right, this is like a treasure chest. So imagine, let's just get into the groove here, okay? So imagine, we're pirates or something, and we're on some island, in the maybe the Caribbean, a tropical climate, and we're digging, and we come across this. So inside, this is the buried treasure, okay? Let's see this. Chicken and donuts. Never thought I'd be trying this one out, though. Well, there it is. It's a donut and some chicken. And, Gosh, I can't believe this is I don't know why. I just can't get over it. I mean, I cannot believe this is a thing. I don't know why. Boy, it's a messy item. Let me tell you that right off the bat. This is not something that you want to eat in your car. That's for sure. You can see already the glazed stuff is all over my fingers. I might even have to get up and get some paper towels for this one. I don't know if just the mere napkins or tissues would be able to take care of this. But you can see right there, there's the donut. I mean, it's literally what they said it's going to be. It's chicken and donuts. Look at that. I don't know why. I just can't get over it. I cannot get over it. Chicken and donuts. The donuts are soft, and I mean, you could see there is a lot of that glaze on it. It's going to be interesting. You know, I've never had donuts and fried chicken at the same time before, so it's going to be unique. I'll give you credit. Give them credit for that. So, yeah, just sugary glazed donuts and extra crispy chicken tenders. Well, let's try it out. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. There's nothing else I can say. It's chicken and donuts from KFC going in. Well, it's interesting. I'll say that number one. Let's take like two more bites, and then I'm just gonna pause the camera, wash my hands, and come right back. Wow, it's interesting. I mean, that's what I'll say. I'm gonna pause it. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's what we've got. Number one, I washed my hands. Even still, like, it's still a little bit of stickiness on them. So I mean, first and foremost, you have to remember, if you get this and you intend on eating this in your car, I mean, if you really want to, you know, but I would say I advise against it because it's a very messy item. And I mean, you know, it is saturated in that sugary glaze. But as a result, just given that consistency, that kind of like liquid consistency of the glaze that's on this sandwich, it's going to get everywhere. And again, you could see how much of it was on my fingers as I was eating this. So number one, expect, I mean, no matter where you eat this, to have very sticky fingers after you chow down on this. So number one, bear that in mind. Number two, one thing that I think you need to understand as you eat this is the epitome of a novelty item. There's different types of items that are released in the world of fast food, of course. You have items that I think are more practical, and items that are done for more, say, social media appeal. Again, adds a novelty. Get people talking about it, get people post it on the gram, right, as they say, and, you know, just get that kind of viral marketing. This is the epitome of one of those, you know, type of novelty, social media friendly items. It's meant, I think, to not necessarily be a practical snack, something instead that people are going to talk about, well, just like I am. And as a result, considering that it is a novelty, don't expect it to taste like the world's best. It's interesting. I would have expected the flavors, to tell you the truth, I would have expected the flavors of this chicken and donut sandwich to conflict more than they really did. It was a little weird tasting, especially the combination of the ever so secret herbs and spices on the outside of the crispy chicken tenders, blending in just with that sugary doughiness of the donuts. And yeah, they conflict a little bit, but again, it's not at that point where I mean, especially I remember when I was trying out an item from KFC, the Nashville hot chicken and waffles, where that just didn't work and it just tasted off. It tasted bad. This again, while there is that conflicting flavors, I mean, I wouldn't say that it tastes bad. It tastes a little weird, but it's not bad. I mean, look, the donuts, everything is very straightforward here. The donuts themselves are, I would say, they're not very airy. They're doughy, they're oily, they're very sugary. The chicken itself is crispy, it's juicy, it's fatty, and again has that seasoning, of course, on it. As a result, right, they taste exactly like how you would imagine it, and they both they both have their distinct flavors. They don't really blend. It's just like, yeah, I'm having a bite of the chicken and a bite of the donut. They don't blend into like this new type of donut infused chicken or anything. It's like, yeah, right, I distinctly taste the chicken. I distinctly taste the donut. They don't really work, but they don't really, taste repulsive either. It's strange. That's all that I'm gonna say. But it's like it's not really good, but it's not really bad either. It's just like in that rare gray area where it's like, yeah, I'll eat it. It's weird, but I'll eat it. And that's what it comes down to, I think. Expect it to be a novelty. Expect that sweetness to be very prevalent, though. And I mean, if you eat it, I don't think you'll be throwing it up or anything. But yeah, just be ready that it's just gonna be an interesting, unique experience either way. Price for this was $5.99, a little bit expensive, but again, it is a novelty item. Chicken and donuts as a sandwich, I suppose. So out of 10, yeah, I'll give it a 6.8 out of 10, which is a little bit above average. It's a novelty. It is what they said it's going to be. Not the best thing we've ever had. Definitely not the worst. But it's certainly interesting, and you're certainly getting a lot of that sugary coating. It's a good portion size. That's why it has the rating that it has. And with it, that's all that I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, the Report of the Week, and today's review is for the chicken and donuts sandwich from KFC. Give it a shot if you want, though. It's certainly going to be interesting. That I think I can guarantee you without a doubt. So with that, well, that's all that I have. Thank you, and just stay safe out there. I really do mean it, of course, with the virus and everything. Stay safe, be hygienic, be informed, and well, I'll be back again in a couple days with another video of some sort. Thank you, and take care. Happy donut consuming.